G'day everyone, Matt from Panda Garage here. Today we are getting started on a new project. We have an issue with the throttle body control unit in this Jeep Compass. Now this is a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine. Apparently they're notorious for having throttle body issues, so today we're going to see whether or not an $80-odd eBay bought throttle body is going to solve a problem that could possibly cost $1,200. So join me today on Panda Garage. Let's see if we can save some money. Started on the engine here. The actual throttle body is far down in the engine. It's nearly on the front, and it sits in a position like this. It's like tilted slightly backwards with the actual control unit on the outside. Now it's held in with 4 bolts. I'll show you a shot of the actual throttle body down there in the engine. So we're going to actually have to pull a fair part, like a few of the pipes and just random stuff that's on the engine out of the way first before we can get down there, but it should be a pretty straightforward swap, and we're really hoping that this will solve the problem, because this car's been spluttering and stuttering, and it's been showing up a control module warning sign on the actual dashboard, and also in the checking it on the little computer as well, the OBD2 sensors indicating that it's the exact same problem that we've been seeing. So I'm going to speed this up and we will show you exactly what I've done, and hopefully this will solve the problem. So we'll get stuck into it right now. Okay, so we seem to be running a little bit of difficulty at the moment. As you can see, there's like rubbing all over this pipe, so well done Chrysler on that research and development. But what I'm finding at the moment is the top is a standard sort of clamp, but down the bottom doesn't seem to be a clamp holding it in place, and it looks like it's going to be quite difficult to find the actual bolt down there or screw. I am hoping it's this. I sort of can see something. It might be because this engine bay is really dirty, so we're going to keep plugging along, and hopefully we can get that off and get down to the actual control unit itself. Okay, so we got it out finally. There actually was a clamp down there. I ended up having to cut off, there's like a little plastic clip that holds on one of the wires to keep it out of the way of the engine, but it's really not doing much, and you couldn't remove it for whatever reason. So to get this out, I needed to cut it, so I ended up just cutting it with a pair of like just secateurs style cutters. Got that out of the way now. Now I can actually get full access to the actual throttle body. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like now, and then we're going to get stuck into actually removing it. See, it's like right down in here, but that is it there. There's the 4 bolts that are basically holding it on. Pardon me as I try to get the light right at the same time as showing you the actual part. So there it is there. We're going to get that stuck into it and get this removed out of here. Just got to unplug that as well, and then we'll be able to switch it over and put the new one in. So wish me luck. Okay, it's the next morning at the moment. Ran out of light last night, so I didn't want to take my chances and get this wrong. So basically we've got the old one here, we've got the new one here, pretty much the same, cast the same way, pretty much, but look at the gunk in that and this. This is 100,000 Ks and it looks like absolute garbage. So what we're going to do, I'm going to switch it in for the new one. It's just 4 bolts. I don't think I explained last night, but it's a 10mm socket for the 4 bolts, and I just used a flathead screwdriver to undo the actual hose. So they're the only 2 tools that you're really going to need. So we're going to get stuck into installing this now, button it all up, and hopefully this fixes our problem, because we got quoted $1,200 to get this repaired, and if this gets repaired and this works, then we've saved ourselves a ton of money. We only spent $82, and that means that you guys can too. So let's get stuck into it. Okay, so I had to remove, there's a small bracket that sort of clips on to the engine to the front of the throttle body. It's like got a rubber mount on one side. It's a 13mm bolt to remove it. It's just a single bolt with a rubber grommet, and then that connects in. So that's the only way it seems to get this throttle back in. For some reason I didn't have to remove it when I took it out, but now I had to remove it. So got that on, just trying to button all that up now, and then we're going to tighten it up, that 13mm bolt, and then the 4 10mm bolts, and then we'll be able to plug it in and see if this actually has worked. Okay, so we've only now got to plug the plug back in like that. Now we just got to put the pipe back in, which is pretty much exactly the way it came out, and then we can actually fire this up and see if it works. Okay, so I'm in the car now, about to start it. I just scanned it with my little OBD2 sensor little scan tool, just to sort of clear out any of the codes that might be showing from when the car actually broke down. So let's start this car, find out what's happening. I'm so excited to see if this is actually going to work, because otherwise, like, if this is saved, like, we got, I think it was between $1,000 and like $1,500 to get this repaired. So wish me luck. This is an $82 aftermarket throttle body for a Jeep Compass. So, well, it's not idling rough. The only chimes it's throwing is that the tyres are flat, or like low. Not too sure what that code is. We'll have to look that up. It might be the oil. I think it might be low on oil, or it needs an oil change. I know it's coming up that there is an oil change required. Let's have a look and see. Okay, so that is it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you feel like you could be capable of doing this, by all means do it, because it's going to save you so much money. As I said in the video, we got quoted about $1,000 to $1,500 to get this repaired. In the end, it took just a little bit of my time. In the end, this took maybe just over an hour to do, over sort of last night and today. Hour and a half at the most. In the end, buy the aftermarket part. It's pretty much the same. It looks exactly the same, and in the end, the OEM one's not that good to begin with. So this hasn't even lasted 100,000 Ks, which is absolutely garbage. So might as well take the chance on the aftermarket part. So thank you all so much for watching. Remember to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, the Panda Garage. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. Let us know if you do this to fix your car up, because I'd love to hear more stories, because I've heard plenty. Like, my local mechanic does 3 of these a month at the moment, just in Jeeps. So if you've got any issues, so if it's a Compass, a Patriot, let me know down below if you end up doing this yourself, because it's well worth saving that money. So till next time, guys, my name's Matt, this has been Panda Garage, and I'll see you on the next video.